I'm glad. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy TYP336 here, sitting here at Dragon's Been training with my newest teammate, Sky Grant. Sky, what's going on, man?
It's good, going good. Tired after ARG Charlotte, man.
Yeah, we just got back from ARG Charlotte. Sky, how'd you do throughout ARG?
I went X3. I lost a couple games right away, and then my deck choked on me in the third game. After that, I came back and I 2-0'd 4, I think. I got 2-0'd 4, and the other ones are scraps. I played against Heretic Dragon Rulers, Boojins twice, Spellbooks twice, Mermaids twice. I can't remember what the last one was. It was bad, but I didn't make it out of the bubble. I got placed in 2 low tables to get enough points. Right. People that got buys got higher placing than me. I didn't get no buys.
And what deck did you play?
I was playing Dark Worlds. I was playing Jank Dark Worlds.
Let's see this Jank Dark World deck.
All right. So my thought into putting this deck together was, what kind of cool tech cards do people play? Make a whole deck out of it. Even if it's bad, I don't care. YOLO. So I got 3 Grapha, 3 Snow. That's pretty standard. Silva's pretty standard. Beige is. This is the normal part about it. Everything else is dumb or weird. I'm running 2 Ceruli, Guru of Dark World. Most people don't know what he does, but he's got 2 effects. When he's discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, he'll special summon onto your opponent's side of the field. When he's special summoned by a Dark World effect himself, he will make your opponent discard. So your opponent's card effect will make you discard. So you can get the super proc on all these guys. Silva will make them bounce 2 cards back to hand. Graph is going to snatch out of their hand. Snow's going to snatch out of their graveyard. And then I got some Fabled. I got 2 Fabled Catsif and 2 Fabled Raven. People know what Fabled Raven is. But Catsif is pretty cool. It's played sometimes. If it's discarded to the graveyard by anything, for any reason, even if it's cost. So you could play like Divine Wrath, things like that, it'll still pop a face-up card. It's also a 1-star tuner, so you can make a couple of different plays there. Since I got the lights, I'm running BLS. And because I needed to be a real nigga, I needed to play Rainbow with that Ceruli proc. Now Rainbow, he's 2500. He only works if your opponent makes you discard him. But then he special summons back, and he can pop either your opponent's entire monsters or spell trap lineup. Damn. People are running like Exxon Knight and stuff like that. I don't got no money. Just play Rainbow. I played that shit twice on a dude in 1 game.
Damn.
He just scooped on the second one.
Fade the salt.
Yeah.
Now I know there's one thing about your monster lineup. You don't run Brown like the standard Dark World build. Like you want to tell.
I love 3s. I love 3s, and we'll get to that when we get to my side. I got to side with them. The point is, people assume a lot about Dark World. There's an easy way to just fill out almost all the deck count for Dark World, and it's not bad. This ain't any better. The really only thing is monster slots. You can't run that many monsters. This is 16 monsters, I think, and that would make it up to 20 plus.
Yeah.
So I just keep the monster count light, manageable. There's a couple games I wish I had a few more, but I do like Brow and Tour Guide and all that. So we're gonna get to the spells. 3 gates, that's normal. 3 dealings, that's normal. 3 Upstart Goblins. Now these Upstart Goblins are signed by Patrick Hoban, the card theory guy, the one who made that. You can just play with a 37 card deck. Your opponent has 2,000 life points left. We seen him there, so we had him sign our common Upstart Goblins. 3 MST, that's pretty normal. And then the last spell is actually Allure Darkness. Now I'm not running Drag Down, which everybody likes to run. It's one of them cards that fill out very nicely.
Yeah, it's like the trolliest card.
It's very trolly, and it's very good, especially for Eradicator and stuff like that. You can spot their cards.
Yeah.
And I got no problem with it at all. I actually play it a lot of the time. But I just hate the way people get salty, man.
Yeah.
They act like you insulting their mother when you playing Drag Down. They get so mad they just salt. Yeah, man, and I ain't trying to make everybody mad at me when I'm playing. I'm just trying to play a game and have fun. So if I can find a way to play around that, I'll do it sometimes. Traps, Warning, Boundless, Pulse, those 3. Torrential. I'm running Torrential because there's so many monster effects that swarm me, like Geargia, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
All the monster cards that just swarm, and I'm just like, I don't want you to go into your XRZs, I don't want you to go into your Synchros. I'll just Grapha bouncing. Dark World has an excellent grind game because you just Grapha bounce.
Yeah.
You just go. You could go with Bro. Someone that they can't even bomb the Bro as long as you don't got gates out. Eradicator, normal. One skill drain because I am running Fabled Raven and things that actually get hurt by skill drain. I like skill drain a lot in Dark World, it's very good. And then because I'm running Fabled Cat Sith, I'm running 2 Wind Blast, 2 Divine Wrath. Now this is something not a lot of people know, and a couple of guys actually got learned on it. But if you discard with Wind Blast for Cat Sith, they can't chain like debunk or anything to Cat Sith because they miss the timing. Because you're going to activate the Wing Blast or the Divine Wrath, pay cost, and this is going to immediately chain to that. And that's when this activates, it's when they need to debunk. However, this needs to resolve. They missed timing to chain to Cat Sith. And that messed a lot of people up. That was pretty funny to do that, see the look on their face. This card though. You use this card forever.
That good job.
Explain to people what this card does.
Okay, so Mischief of the Yokai. If anybody knows what Stygian Dirge does, it kind of does that. You play it, and when you play it, all face-up monsters on the field lose 2 levels. Yours and theirs. Then phase they go back normal. You can also banish this card from your graveyard to select 1 monster and down it by a level. You can do it on any turn except the turn it's sent to the graveyard. It's a lot like Breakthrough. Although, unlike Breakthrough, you can chain this when it's in your graveyard on your opponent's turn, on your opponent's summons. So you can screw with their XYZ and synchro plays for 2 turns. You can mess with them. So that's why I love that card. Love that card. So we got extra deck. I'm running Fabled Cat Sith, so I'm running Fabled Ragin. It's 2300 to drop it, and when it's summoned, you can draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. So, like with Dark World, you just set all your spells, summon the guy, make him with a snow and a Cat Sith, and then you get +2.
Yeah.
It's a 2300. It's still a fiend. It's still up by gates. I like it. A lot. Black Rose. I can make Black Rose with Raven and things. It's not bad to have a nuke. Now I'm running 3 8s, which I don't even think I went into. But being able to make them is excellent, an excellent option.
Yeah.
I definitely had a couple times when I wanted to go on Blader, it would have gamed, but I could get it faster. I could get a turn earlier, but you're doing a little more graphic damage. Gigant Castle.
Boom.
It's a 9, so you get Grapha and Cat Sith for it. But I did make it in play testing when I opened up with an incredibly bad hand.
Did you make that against Will?
I made that against Will. I dropped Raven, and I ditched. Oh my God! I ditched what? 4?
Yeah.
No, I ditched 3.
Yeah.
That made him a 5, and then one of the ditches, because I ditched 2 bros. One of the ditches was beige. Bring out beige 4 +5. Went to Gigant Castle.
So you and Fabled Raven.
Yeah, Fabled Raven.
Fabled Raven? What does that do? Discard 4 Dark Worlds?
I did that on a guy.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. All right, so these are all the 3s. I like Leviathan because if you got gates and you want to get a Dark World in the grave to banish for gates, you can do that immediately. But I'm probably going to drop it for another Engineer. I really love Engineer. He's my favorite. He's a light. He can go for BLS. You can detach if you want to immediately, so you have the option, although it's not optimal play. His effect, either player's turn, detach, target one of your own monsters, change it from attack to defense vision. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So you can wall like people often do with like Fortune Tune or Zen Mains, or you can just use it when they're trying to torrential you or trying to mirror force you. Very good. Livier, Dark World. I only ran Zen Mains really because I did have a Scrap Dragon and I love that combo. I don't care if it takes a couple turns to play. Love it. Zen Main, Scrap Dragon, very good. 4s and the 8s. Really like Dragon. This is borrowed from you.
Boom.
I actually played Maestroke once to. I flipped somebody's Felgrand on them after they negated my monster effect. I was like, well, I can't use that Raven, but I can sync and I can go in and I flip 4. Flip him face down. Heliopus is amazing because you don't target. I gamed Heretic Dragon Rollers with him, by popping their back row and their front row. They weren't able to use their mirror force. That guy was running mirror force, and that was weird. The giant grinder is good. He does a lot of damage if it's right. Situational but fun. Side deck. This is where the Dark World deck turns into a very, very average Dark World deck. 2 tour guide, 3 bro in there. It's 5 slots. Oh, by the way, side deck, 13 cards. This wasn't on purpose. I spaced that shit out. I don't know what I could have done with the extra 2 slots, but wake up too early and all of a sudden you have a dumbass side deck. Ain't even right. Battle Fader. Stop OTKs. You open hand into it and they try to wipe you. Stop OTKs. This thing I actually went against. I wanted to play it against. I think it was Meldoches because they don't bounce when they go from hand directly to grave. Right? It's only from field to grave. It was for like Meldoches and other kind of things like that to have really annoying hand things like Geargia. Get rid of their accelerators before they can play them. Things like that.
Yeah.
Electric Virus. Game 2. It was only game 1 and game 2 against Herodic Dragon Rulers, and that was my last game. And I didn't side these.
You just play any dragons?
I didn't side them against Herodic Dragons. I forgot. Boom. I forgot because I had them in the back. They weren't lined up with all my monsters, so I was like, I just sided in the debunks and stuff. Game 2, I started out 2 debunks, warning.
Boom.
His eyes popped out of his head when I debunked his blaster and his Tefnuit and stuff, man. He was salty. Oh my god. I didn't actually play Dark Smog. I never found. I sided in a few times. I didn't even play it.
Yeah.
I just didn't draw to it. My deck doesn't draw a lot like Dark World decks usually do. It goes a lot slower. But since it's a bit of a slower format, you can still be fast, no problem. It's a bit of a slower format. I like that. That was my deck.
All right. And just real quick, how do you feel about like this format and like where it's at right now and where it could possibly go?
I like it. You know, we're in the dragon exhaust kind of fumes format, where everybody's like, oh wait, they're not really a deck anymore. We can try all this jank now, and that's fun. It's fun to be able to like take this. This is what, $50 deck at most, something like that, and be able to play and even be able to compete. And that's nice. I like encouraging players that don't want to compete to be able to compete. And it's great. Can't wait for them Sylvans.
That'd be a deck profile for the future. All right, thanks. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
And let's see what TYP 336 sign out. Peace, guys.